Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Matia Prameswari. I want to explain my presentation about broadband communication. First journal, PROLAB, a network test for enabling experiment in edge network environment from Eiji Miyake, National Institute of Information and Communication Technology. Network test beds for developing, deploying, and experimenting with new network services have evolved as recent rapid progress in virtualization technology. This paper proposed a new test for enabling experiment with end system or peers at the edge, often located in private network behind firewalls. The existing test bed such as PlanetLab and CoreLab consists of only nodes in the public internet. Since it often hard to manage nodes behind firewalls. In our proposed test bed, we reserve a set of virtual machines on peer often behind firewall and manage them using a virtual private network over them to create an environment where we can upload arbitrary programs to conduct experiments with distributed systems such as peer-to-peer application. We report our experience of developing such a network test bed and demonstrate how we can conduct experiments such as simple latency and bandwidth measurement and peer-to-peer application. Conclusion: this paper makes the following three contributions. First, we have designed a prototype of a new network test bed called PROLAB that has been enhanced from PL for enabling network experiment in private networks. Our architecture design of PROLAB fulfills fundamental requirements of accessibility, security, scalability, and flexibility for such a testbed for its network. Second, we have implemented a prototype of PROLAB and report the design and implementation in detail. And finally, we have conducted preliminary evaluation of the test by demonstrating how we can conduct experiments such as simple latency and bandwidth measurement and peer-to-peer application at edge network. Second journal, Dynamic IPsec VPN architecture for private cloud service. Cloud computing provides computation, software data access, and storage service that don't require end user of the physical location and configuration of the system. Its classification includes public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. Private cloud provides enterprise a secure environment to run business process. So many companies are planning to implement private clouds. Virtual private network or VPN plays an important role to connect enterprise IT with the private cloud securely. Direct connect VPN usually allows for a small scale of secure connection into a private network over the public network. If the number of connections increase, the architecture of VPN will be more complicated, which cannot meet the flexible adjustment feature of cloud computing. Therefore, we propose a dynamic IPsec VPN architecture with secure IPsec tunnels for cloud service. It based on hub and spoke and bipartite, which can accommodate a large number of connections and meets these requirements. Conclusion: in this paper, we describe the requirements of IPsec VPN. a technology for composing CUOs on open network to be applied to a cloud service. We then clarified the problem of the two current IPsec VPN architecture in relation to these requirements. To solve this problem, we propose a new IPsec VPN architecture that is based on hub and spoke and bipartite. With this proposal, it is possible for cloud service using IPsec VPN pitching into a hybrid cloud computing architecture. Third journal, Physical Layer Network Coding for VPN in CDM-PON. We experimentally demonstrate a novel optical physical layer network coding scheme over a time-division multiplexing passive optical network. Full duplex error-free communication between optical network units or ONUs at 2.5 GB per second are shown for all optical virtual private network or VPN application. Compared to the conventional half-duplex communication setup, our scheme can increase the capacity by 100% with a power penalty smaller than 3 dB. Synchronization of ONUs is not required for the proposed VPN scheme. Conclusion: for the first time, we experimentally demonstrate an all-optical PNC scheme with error-free full duplex communication over CDM port for VPN application. By employing PNC, the capacity for inter-ONU communication increased by 100%, while the power penalty is no more than 3 dB for 2 km length. Distribution fiber at BAR equals 10 divided by 9, a unique RN that uses circulators to reduce the insertion loss of inter-ONU traffic is purpose. We show that the synchronization of two ONUs is not required for the scheme. The proposed scheme can be realized with low Fourth journal, Technical Comparison Analysis of Encryption Algorithm on Side-to-Side IPsec VPN. Virtual Private Network or VPN provides secure communication for remote users to access private data over public network. Although security is the main priority, the performance of VPN must also be considered. This paper presents how performance of VPN affect by choosing different encryption algorithms used by VPN device. Analysis on performance of Windows Vista operating system was evaluated on a testbed setup with combination of encryption algorithm, different file size, and different protocol. Two encryption algorithms were used that are the AES-256 and 3DES, and two hash algorithms that are MD5 and SHA-1 were used in the paper. Performance of the VPN is determined by the throughput parameter. Assessment task has found that different algorithms give different throughput readings. AES-256 MD5 provide faster and more throughput compared to the two other algorithm combination. Analysis also found that larger file size will reduce throughput of VPN. Thus, FTP performs faster than HTTP protocol. Conclusion: this paper successfully has present two encryption algorithm by using AES-256 and 3DES and two hash algorithms which are SHA-1 and MD5. Both tasks were implemented on Cisco device in Windows Vista environment. Together, data has been successfully assessed and analyzed and produced the result on their performance. This then was compared and evaluated in terms of throughput. The result indicate that throughput of AES-256 MD5 algorithm gives the highest throughput among others. It is followed by AES-256 and 256 SHA1, 3DES MD5, and lastly by 3DES SHA1. This result proves that AES-256 performs faster than 3DES and MD5 perform faster than SHA1. It also can be converted that throughput can be affected by file size and protocol use. Transferring large file over the network slows down the throughput. It is also proven that FTP performs faster than HTTP protocol. Fifth journal, reconfigurable and scalable optical VPN and WDM-PON. In this letter, we propose and experimentally demonstrate an all-optical virtual private network or VPN structured in wavelength division multiplex or WDM, passive optical network PON or PON. The scheme utilizes a semiconductor optical amplifier or SOA in optical line terminal or OLT to transfer optical VPN data among different optical network units or ONUs based on the cross-gain modulation XGM effect. By dynamically copying the optical VPN signal onto different wavelengths, the optical VPN can be reconfigured. Conclusion, we have proposed the recommended unscalable all-optical VPN architecture in 10 GB per second WDM-PON and experimentally demonstrate the optical VPN data transmission in 5 ONUs with a data rate of 1.25 GB per second. The optical VPN data transfer among different ONUs is realized by the XGM effect of the SOA at the OLT with the use of the WSS. The optical VPN can be conveniently reconfigured within different ONUs. Scalability analysis show that our scheme can support optical VPN service among 16 ONUs in a 128 channel WDM-PON if two-stage SOAS were employed. Sixth journal, optical VPN in optical OFDMA based PON for integration of optical and wireless network invited. Recently, the optical orthogonal frequency division multiple access based passive optical network or OFDMA PON is an attractive subject that many researchers focus on due to the high spectral efficiency, high tolerance to the fiber chromatic dispersion, and the high flexibility on the both multiple service provisioning and dynamic bandwidth allocation. All optical virtual private network or VPN provide dedicated optical channels to connect VPN users. Can only achieve a high throughput and low latency, but also provide enhanced security at the physical layer for user. We report novel architecture enabling both all optical VPN and all optical network units or ONU communication simultaneously, which can be applied to integration of optical and wireless networks. In the scheme, we select the conventional traffic, the VPN traffic, and the ONU traffic by OFDM subcarrier bands allocation. Due to the dynamical allocation of subcarriers, The VPN in OFDMA PON has a great scalability and the traffic are transmitted through the dedicated optical channel and routed to the destination owned by Optical Distribution Network or OND. We also consider the VPN and inter-unknown communication into different situations among different unknown in the same group and among different unknown in different groups. In the second situation, the system can cover a wider area and can support more users. Finally, we demonstrate the VPN and inter-unknown communication function with 10 gigabits, 16 quadrangular amplitude modulation or QAM OFDMA PON. The result verify that this scheme is feasible. Conclusion: we have reported and demonstrated a new all-optical VPN scheme operating at 10 gigabit per second in 16 km OFDMA PON, which enable all optical VPN communication and all optical inter-unknown communication at the same time. The architecture for all optical VPN over optical OFDMA PON system has been given and discussed. The results show that all optical VPN and all optical inter-unknown traffic have a better performance compared with conventional traffic in OFDMA PON system. 7th journal. A survey on obvious comparison of firewall policies in VPN. The widely using virtual private network or VPN technology allows roaming users to build an encrypted tunnel to a VPN server, which henceforth allow roaming users to access some resource as if that computer were residing on their home network. Although VPN technology is very useful, it imposes security threat on the remote network because its firewall doesn't know what traffic is following inside the VPN tunnel. To address in this issue, we propose Advanced Oblivious Comparison and VGuard, a framework that allows a client and server to collaboratively determine whether the request satisfies the policy. An efficient protocol called XHASH for Advanced Oblivious Comparison, which allows two parties where each party has a number to compare whether they have the same number. Then we present the VGuard framework that uses XHASH as the basic building block. The basic idea of GUARD is to first convert a firewall policy to non-overlapping numerical rules and then use XHASH to check whether a request matches a rule. After then, data were transferred from VPN server to home network. Conclusion: in this paper, we propose Advanced Oblivious Comparison, a privacy-protective VGuard framework for collaborative enforcement of firewall policies. In terms of security, compared with the state-of-the-art CDCF scheme, VGuard is more secure because of two major reasons. First, VGuard converts a firewall one policy of an ordered list of overlapping rules to an equivalent non-ordered set of non-overlapping rules, which enable rule shuffling and consequently MSU cannot identify which original rule matches the given packet. 8th journal, an effective calibration of VoIP Internet telephony performance using VPN with PAC and PNS. In this paper, we have created VoIP terminal that use virtual private network or VPN to eliminate security risks due to the complexity of protocol involved and network equipment used. Point-to-point tunneling protocol or PPTP is used on the session initiation protocol SIP stack, which is enabled by Internet telephony terminal to test its performance and feasibility to measure the performance of call quality, we have built the experiment environment and observed that the delay caused by encapsulation between internet and VoIP telephones is under 8 milliseconds at most. The major delay is assumed the time required to capsulate the pack for tunneling of VPN. Because the difference of average delay time is under 4 milliseconds until 5 milliseconds, the difference of call quality between VoIP and VoIP telephone adopting VPN is negligible. We have concluded that the capsulation process between PPTP access concentrator or PAC and PPTP network server or PNS is the major factor influencing the network load by changing the number of frames in affected during communication. Also, we have conclude that the most suitable frame number is 2 or 3 by adding the frame number in a packet to obtain the suitable frames in packet and setting up end-to-end delay to 160 milliseconds until 170 milliseconds. We have suggested develop and evaluate an internet telephony system that implements secure user authentication and data transmission. Through measuring the delay time between a conventional VoIP telephone and the purpose system, the quality of call made through the purpose system and its feasibility are discussed. Conclusion: Internet telephonic system purpose in this paper measure call success rate with 10 seconds call. A tune was sent from one PIC to another PIC, and if the confirmation time was less than 10 seconds, a call was returned to make the total call time to about 15 seconds. After testing call for 24 hours under this method, it was confirmed that the success rate was near 100%. 9 journal. Efficient algorithm for dynamic detection and resolution of IPsec or VPN security policy conflict. Today, IPsec virtual private network are widely used to establish secure network connection between a pair of hosts, between a pair of security gateways, or between a security gateway and a host. The complexity and variety of roles in an IPsec policy may result in a combination of roles which not only don't provide the required security service, but also compromise the security of communication. Efficiency hasn't been a major concern for existing IPsec policy conflict detection methods since they process the IPsec roles in an offline way. This method could be inefficient in dynamic conditions that roles are being updated frequently. The performance of the conflict detection is important in environment where network administrator need to frequently add or delete role to existing policy, and also he or she need to know of the possible conflict which may arise due to policy change. In this paper, we extend the formal model proposed by Hans Sachs for IPsec policy analysis and propose novel and efficient algorithm which can dynamically detect and also resolve the policy conflict. The result of the implementation and evaluation of our proposed algorithm show significantly better performance for detection and resolution of IPsec policy conflict compared to current method. Last journal, measurement and control of packet loss probability for MPLS VPN service. Multi-protocol level switch virtual private network or VPN service has emerged as a value-added cost-effective VPN-based service. and its market opportunity is the windows for network service provider or NSPs. Quality of service or QoS control is one of the critical issues to be addressed for NSPs to maximize the profit. This paper proposes a QoS control system that combines the service admission control or SAC and the rate feedback control together to maintain the preset QoS parameter or the packet loss probability curve in the provider backbone network. First, one measurement model employs distributed intelligent agent to measure agents to measure the VPN traffic from all of the heterogeneous remote network nodes. The packet loss probability is then estimated online by applying the large deviation theory. SAC strategy decides the amount of permitted VPN service, while the feedback control dynamically throws index traffic rate of instantiated VPN service to maintain the preset packet loss target. The performance is evaluated in the live network of the National Capital Institute of Telecommunication or NCIT-NET2. Numeric results show that under appropriately select control parameter is it possible to maintain the network operation within a prescribed loss limit. Conclusion: this paper presents a measurement and protocol approach to the packet loss control and management for admitted VPN server in provider backbone network. The system tries to maintain the preset packet loss probability in the core network throughout avoiding the congestion and providing a long-term statistical QoS for customer.